Hello, everyone. This is the CrimsonCure, welcoming you to the Crimson Tower, a place where we keep a feminine foot on the neck of the gynocracy, feminism, and black male misandry. So go ahead, pull up a chair, stay a while, and listen.
This is A-Game, an all-natural herbal dietary supplement formulated exclusively for men. Our proprietary blend was designed with one goal in mind: to improve your overall health, rejuvenating your vitality, energy, strength, and libido. Want to be at your peak performance in everything you do? Then bring your A-Game. Fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Oh my God.
Hello, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I am, of course, your host, the Crimson Cure. And as usual, we are just going to jump into the topic. And as you can see, the topic for today is Lil Nas X. And he's got two things going on. First, there's controversy over the so-called quote-unquote Satan shoes, which Nike says they didn't have anything to do with. So they're contemplating suing him for altering their shoe and then selling it. And then the other thing he's got going on is the video that he did called Montero, and where it's not only openly G-Man, but it has twists upon Christian narratives and biblical narratives, starting with the Garden of Eden story, the temptation of Eve, and then attempting to mirror what has been depicted in the Bible as Jesus's descent into hell after being crucified to save souls. So I'm not going to, in this video, get into all of the different scenes and watching the video and commenting on it. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to play the video at all. You're free to watch it. It's on YouTube everywhere. But what I want to talk about is, and I told you before, that feminism erases our men. And when it erases our men, it not only erases them from sight and from being heard in a physical sense, it also erases, more importantly, probably, their masculinity. It erases their identity as men and their manhood and the things that men actually identify with in order to become men. And I also did a while back a show about the Combahee River Collective and how the concepts of intersectionality were introduced within feminism. So intersectionality being where the struggle of being a woman, being Black, actually cross paths, where you're getting double or triple discrimination based on various groups to which you belong. And intersectionality grew to cover the alphabet community also. So, you know, a woman from the alphabet community, a Black woman, can be discriminated against for being a woman, for being Black, or for being part of the alphabet community, or all three, or a combination of them. That's in essence what intersectionality is, or what it was supposed to be described as. The reason why I bring up intersectionality is because feminism, a while back, a long time ago, hitched its wagon to sexual liberation, and it also hitched its wagon to lesbianism, which is the L of the LGBT. And as the years went by, as feminism evolved or probably devolved into different things, it devolved into the erasure of men and into the erasure of their masculinity. And again, I'm focusing on the Black community because there are a lot of Lil Nas X's. He's just famous. There are a lot of them. And for a very long time, specifically Black men have been the face of the effeminization of all men in Western societies. And they've targeted Black men because Black men have long been the most masculine of any group of men. And so therefore, it stands to reason that if we want to destroy the masculinity of all men, we would start with the one with the most masculinity. And in every depiction, we will show him weak or we will show him feminine. And unfortunately, Lil Nas X is the poster child for the effeminization, not only of Black men, not only that, but the reversal of values. The reversal of the value system, where mobility through wealth, 6 through 10, is made to be the priority. And not only is it made to be the priority, we're just going to get rid of 1 through 5, starting specifically with the spiritual value and the destruction of the spiritual value. Because just because Lil Nas X is queer, why does that have to automatically be associated with Satan worship or devil worship or the symbology of Luciferianism? Why does his sexuality or his talent need to be associated with damnation or the reversal or the mockery of spirituality and specifically Christianity or Christian tropes or Christian narratives, which many conservative Christians have taken quite a bit of an offense to, which I don't blame them. He's a lost boy. And this is the result of a culture and an environment that has stripped men of masculinity and told them that everything that they are is wrong. And ladies, we have raised our sons this way. We have been the culprit behind let him paint his nails and let him play with dolls. And see, people thought that that was just something silly and petty, but it isn't. When lion cubs play and they play bite and they play hunt, they're playing, but they are also training for what they will have to do as adult lions if they make it to adulthood. So those little play bites, that pouncing and all of those things that look so very cute are not social constructs just made for lion cubs to do because it's cute. It's something instinctual that actually helps them to hone the necessary skills that they are going to need as adult lions in order to survive. So like a child, human child, we have cultivated as a race things that we train our children to do or allow them to do according to gender, which helps to train them for what they'll need to be as adults. So when they were little and the boys wanted to play with Tonka trucks and He-Man toys, you let him. You let him be aggressive with them. You got him some toys that didn't break easily. You let him go outside and run and skin his knee and fall and ride a bike and do all of these other things because it was within his male nature, even as a little boy, to take risks and to do things that his masculinity, as burgeoning as it was telling him to do. And little girls, you had her playing doll and house and all of these sorts of things because you were cultivating skills that she would need. You were cultivating her femininity. Now, every once in a while, a girl go outside and skin her knee too. But sometimes she didn't want to be as daring as her brother. Now, you had little Tom girls like me that actually did want to do stuff her brother did, but that was just more so of a phase. That didn't have anything to do with how I was being reared as a girl. Because I did have Barbie dolls, and even though I wasn't really into makeup and stuff like that, I had Barbie dolls. I had a dollhouse, I had girl toys and all of this other stuff. I remember when I was real little, I had a little Rainbow Bright. Y'all remember Rainbow Bright? I'm old. I'm showing my age for real now. Had a little Rainbow Bright doll and her little Rainbow Bright car. I love that thing. But it wasn't just some social construct. It was a development tool that was being used for young children to teach them about their gender and teach them about gender roles. Well, now we are in a society where we're socially engineered to think that gender roles in and of themselves were constructs and that it didn't have anything to do with our biology. And what we're starting to realize is it has everything to do with our biology. Humankind evolved the way that we did to survive. And we split ourselves into gender roles to fulfill that goal, the goal of the survival of the race. That's why we had gender roles, because it worked. It doesn't work to say that no one has a gender. And that we're not going to use gender-specific pronouns. We're not going to refer to women as women or her or she. And we're not going to refer to boys as men or he or anything. We're just going to, like, we're all androgynous, homogenous human beings. And that is so asinine. It goes completely against biology, which is why it will fail. Because we can't go against the biological imperative of survival and actually survive. The environment is ripe for a lot of little Nas X's to pop up. And he's here visually, but he's not here as a man. He didn't show up with his masculinity. He shows up in pseudo-feminine energy. Wonder where he got that from. He's raised in a society that tells him, first of all, not only is it to be genderless and androgynous, but actually being a man is wrong. The things that he felt about his own masculinity, wrong. If he feels aggression, that's supposed to be wrong. If he utilizes his strength as a man, that's wrong. If he thinks in the linear fashion that men typically think, that's wrong. And if he takes up a traditional gender role as a man, that's definitely wrong. I told you that feminism erases our men, not just from your physical sight, but it erases his energy. It attempts to erase his existence on an energetic and spiritual level. And ladies, you have been the purveyor of an ideology that destroys your boys and your men, thereby destroying the race as a whole. Because assimilating them into the ranks of womanhood is a destruction to them. Because you don't like heterosexual black men, but you love Tea Party black men and G-men black men. And then you'll turn around and be the same people that hurl it as an insult when you want to hurt or wound the ego of a man you consider to be heterosexual. Always want your cake and eat it too. You always running around in cognitive dissonance, wanting to exist in two worlds that mutually exclude one another. Now you got Tea Party so-called females running around talking about born women are jealous of them. This is your fault. This is the fault of feminists. This is your fault. Since you were leading the community and you want to be leaders and you're, this is your fault. I need you to understand that. You have helped erase our men, period. And I hope you're happy about that, because I'm not. And the other lionesses around me and the ones that I know listen to me are also not happy about that. But that's all I've got for you today. I want you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. If you're a new listener, go ahead and subscribe. You will be amazed at the amount of content and how awesome it is on this channel. I want to thank everyone for watching the video, for chatting with me. Let me chat with you. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, Crimsonites. Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another CrimsonCure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.